It is absolutely important that you look some small rocks or debris in the lentils, the green lentils, before you soak it in water. Well, looks like I didn't find any stones, but I did get rid of some of the, see, some of these right here, whatever it is, I have no idea. It looks like the imperfections or something got mixed in the lentils when in the factory. For best results, for half cup of lentil, add about 2.5 cups of drinking water in the pot and let it soak in the water for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, these lentils have been soaked in water for about 3 hours. Now, we're not going to drain the water. We're just going to cook it in that water for about 25 to 30 minutes on medium heat. Okay, while you're cooking the lentils, you're going to start preparing the onions and the rest of the stuff. Mujaddara, you need caramelized onions, and the way you cut the onion is not like you can cut any way you please. No, it has to be cut in a certain way. You need long, thin strips of onion to make the meal look the way it is done in the Middle East. The way I get the long, thin strips is I just cut it in half first, and then I get these round sections. Then once I get these round sections, I go one more time like this, and then I get the thin pieces of the onion to caramelize them in the oil. That's how you get the thin pieces, thin, long strips. Okay, these onions are ready to be caramelized in about few minutes. When the lentil comes to a boil in the pot, cook it for about 25 to 30 minutes. I am doing mujaddara for 2 people, or I should say 2 portions. Half a cup of lentil. We need 1/4 cup of bulgur. Okay, keep that aside, make it ready. To caramelize 1 medium-sized brown onion, you need 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Okay, once the pot comes to a boil for the lentils, time yourself for 25 to 30 minutes. Meantime, have your frying pan ready with the 1/4 cup of the extra virgin olive oil to caramelize the onions. But we're going to start frying the onion when we are cooking the bulgur. Okay, it's been about 30 minutes for the lentils. They are cooked. Now what we're going to do is save that water that's in the pot to cook the bulgur with. So what you do is get yourself a colander, get all that the lentils aside. Now for 1/4 cup of bulgur, you need about half cup of water. We don't want to use another water. We just want to use the water that we cooked the lentils with. That's why I put more water in the beginning in the pot, so I can have plenty of water left for to cook the bulgur. Put the bulgur in the pot. 1/4 cup of bulgur, half cup of water saved from the lentil. What you want to do is This is the time for you to put the salt and the pepper. For 2 portions, I always go with a little bit of like half teaspoon of salt and half teaspoonful of black pepper. Okay. Mix that salt in the bulgur. Start cooking the bulgur on high, and then once it starts simmering, you bring it down to minimum, very low, and then you let it cook until all the water is evaporated or soaked by the bulgur. Meantime, we're going to start caramelizing our onion. Okay, once the oil is heated, put it on medium and start frying your onion. Frying the onion in 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil. Some people put salt and pepper in the onion. I don't. I just put the salt and pepper in the bulgur. Now bulgur started simmering already, so we're going to put that on very low. So this bulgur is going to take about 25 minutes to cook. Meantime, this is going to take 25 minutes. So you're kind of doing the same thing, 2 things at the same time. I'm going to keep playing with the onion in the frying pan to caramelize it evenly. Meantime, the lentils are waiting to be mixed with the bulgur and the onions. Different people cook mujaddara different ways. Some people put more onions, more oil, more spices, different kind of spices. My way is the simplest, fastest, easiest way. Once you start cooking yourself, after a few times, you will come up with your own way of cooking it. You see the onions have started becoming caramelized after about 15 minutes of frying. This is when you're going to add 1 ounce of pine nut seeds into the frying pan. It is possible to put the pine nut seeds afterwards, like right before you eat. Okay, so while the onion is still frying, we're going to add the lentil, the cooked lentil, into the bulgur. It has just been cooked. And there is absolutely no water left in the pot. Okay, we're going to mix the bulgur and the lentil together. Onions are almost done. Caramelize really good. And now you're going to mix this with that. Okay, after you thoroughly mix the bulgur with the lentil, there's hardly any water in the pot. This is when you're going to add the juice of half squeezed lemon. And then, right after you put the lemon, stir it a little bit. And then, turn off the onion. Now this mujaddara is literally done. What you're going to do is you're just going to mix the caramelized onion with the cooked lentil and the bulgur together with the half squeezed lemon juice, and this is when you're going to taste it. ready to be eaten right now. Very delicious. But it's a good idea to cook this final mixture for another 15 minutes on a very low heat.